retail exports in e-commerce, Mr. Naveen Mistry from eBay. Big round of applause for Mr. Mistry.
Coming over here, and I'm sure most of you have come to understand, what's e-commerce, what are the platforms available, what are the services available surrounding to help and assist, to grow your business. So while the setup, I'll just introduce myself. My name is Naveen Mistry. I'm the business head for the retail exports for eBay. Now that's an interesting question, retail export. How many people have heard about exports? Right? Everybody. And traditionally, when we say exports in an offline channel, it's all about bulk, it's all about cargo, right? It's all about volume. But how technology has changed today the entire market, how e-commerce has enabled an opportunity for all the exporters to reach to the end consumer by sitting in their own offices is something very interesting. So moving a single packet parcel out of your office and straight away delivering to consumer is something which we call as retail exports, right? And that's the new terminology which probably eBay is the only company which has given today, and that's something we are really, really proud of, and we are accelerating every year. So I hope most of you have this copy, but it's an interesting copy. Please do collect. It's there outside at the counter. It's an online retail business index. It's a survey of around 750 eBay top sellers, new sellers, and on what's their experience on domestic platform, what's their experience when they do international sales, and how they have turned around business. So it's an interesting insights, and you will see that eBay has on retail exports a seller from more than 650 towns and cities. Now, can you imagine? Let's say 4-5 years before, when we would have talked about export, everybody would have thought, if I want to do export, I should be sitting in Bombay, Delhi, where there's a port, it's easy, where there's a cargo, it's easy to move out. But we have a sellers from a place called Juhi. Even if somebody heard about this place, I have not even read in entire geography, history, whatever. But there's one town called Juhi. There's a B town, and then there are rural areas like Portalam. These are the Hubli. These are the places where people come and are selling to the end consumer directly. And that's what the entire e-commerce and eBay put together has brought to that to the sales base. So what is retail exports? So as was I explaining, this is like a traditional channel: exporters, buying house, importers, distributor, retailer, global buyer. And what eBay has done is it's eliminate all the middlemen, and straight away you have a higher margin. You can you have a better pricing, and you directly deal with the consumer who is using a product, and that's a great opportunity, right? Because most of the time we are manufacturers. I also belong to a business family, and most of the time we make things in bulk. We deal in trade. We don't know who are using it. We don't know what are the price they are willing to pay. And traditionally, we are used to the price what our trader or middlemen are offering to us, because it's easy for us to liquidate our stock. It's easy for us that I don't have to take any hurdle. But you never know what's the price they are selling in the market. And when you really sell your item on international platform, and that's what eBay provides us, you will know what's the value of your product, what is the end consumer is willing to pay. And you can read all about eBay's profile, the company size. It's in the book. I'm not here to market there. The business speaks about himself, and I'm just here to show what's the opportunity for the retail exports for all of you are sitting over here. I think so I have to do this. So what's the 6 unique propositions eBay provides as a platform? And these are 6 unique propositions. One is it provides a domestic platform and international platform. That means you as an entrepreneur. How many people are from the business are into businesses? Great. So you not only sell on eBay India, which is our domestic platform, but you can sell your item on 39 international sites of eBay with the same login name and same username. The people, the staff sitting in your own office they just need to open ebay.co.uk, upload your products, ebay.com, which is US site, upload the products, ebay.de, which is Germany site, upload the products, ebay.au, which is the Australian site. So based on the product category which you deal in, based on the the target audience which you have, you just get a single platform. And that's the number one unique proposition which no site today offers you. Second is the payment gateway, PayPal and immediate payment solutions. Today, whatever you sell on international site, you will get remittance within 48 hours. If you sell an item on Monday morning, by Tuesday evening, the entire remittance is in your bank account. And PayPal offers 18 currencies for you to accept: euros, pound, Australian dollars, and it gets all the currencies get on the same day, gets converted on the same day's forex rate, and is transferred to your bank account in Indian rupees. I mean, that's so simple, right? So it's like an advance payment business for you. We don't hold any money. We just give you entire money for it. Third is the integrated solutions. Now, earlier the people used to say, oh, I will have a website, I'll keep selling. Then people say, oh, I need a payment gateway. Then people say, I need to deliver faster. Now, these are the three pillars of a e-commerce website, that you need to have a strong platform, strong payment gateway, and an integrated shipping solution so that your buyers get faster delivery. So anybody who's sitting here, when they sell on eBay, they don't need to do a different agreement with any courier companies, including FedEx, DHL. We have a bouquet of expedited couriers and postal mails which are integrated with our systems. All you need to just sign up of eBay. They will come next day, pick up your item, deliver to the end consumer. Entire billing is only one invoice in eBay, which you can clearly see what's the eBay commission, what's the price of the shipping which has been charged to you, and that's it. Right? All the courier SLA, whether they are delivering on time, whether they are delivering in a proper manner, whether the item is not broken, that's something which we deal with directly with courier company at various aggregate level. Right? And the benefits, I can tell you, and confidently in this audience, let's say for a 500 grams item delivered in US in an expedited mode, 48 hours, that is 48 hours delivery, has anybody got a 490 rupees including fuel charges, surcharges, service tax, everything? Right? It's probably technically it's like 95 paisa per gram, and that's the price which we offer you, because we deal with this courier company at various aggregated levels, and whatever we negotiate, the benefits goes to you, because we are not, our business, primary business is not a courier service, right? We are a marketplace. So whatever the benefits which comes to us, and we keep bringing down the negotiation so that you get benefits, so that you can offer a free shipping to the global buyer. I mean, there's an era where people are saying that India is a COD market, and we need to offer free shipping to. But globally also you can offer free shipping if you have this kind of rates and attract more buyers, and that makes your products anyway very competitive in a highly global opportunity market. So that's the other part. The fourth part is trading assistance. Let's say most of you people are into big businesses, you are big exporters. You have to understand that e-commerce may be probably 5% of your overall exports volume, but it's growing, and you may not have time. So we have partners, like Ixula and various other people who are trading assistants. They help you to sell and start a business on eBay, and they upload, they do an end-to-end solutions for you. So we have those kind of bouquet of trading assistants where we offer various packages to you so that you can come on board. The other one is market research. Now that's an interesting thing, right? It's like a Google research. How many platforms, when you sell items, provide this kind of intelligence? What is selling? What price point it's selling? Which market to sell? What is the right day to start your products? What's the right day to end your products? Right? What should be the average selling price of an item? Now that is called market intelligence. What's the future trend if you are selling in fashion? What's the future trend if you are selling in gems and jewelry? These are the insights which our teams provides to you on a daily and on a consistent basis, so that you excel, you focus on sourcing, and we clearly define our relationship. What's our relationship with you is, leave the technical and analytical knowledge to us. You focus on sourcing. So we have clear relationship metrics to together. You are a market expert, you are a product expert, go and source the product, please go and manufacture the products. leave the operations work to us. We'll do it for you, whether it's logistics, whether it's analytics, whether it's any third-party services which makes your business easy on eBay. The other one is, associations with exports bodies. Like we closely work with various exports bodies across India. We do multiple seminars. We do this kind of awareness, education, outreach program at ministry level to make them understand about this new opportunity, because all our export, laws and books or policies are written since British eras. So we are kind of redefining that moment, and we are trying to explain them this is a new opportunity. Please do pass the benefits what an offline exporters do get when they do bulk, right? They get the duty drawback. There is a relief from service tax and VAT, and that's the kind of opportunity you should also encourage and give it to the exporters who are coming through a new medium. And it's been very, very well received. For the first time in 2013, foreign trade policies acknowledges retail exports, and you will see further, the kind of procedural guidelines which will come in coming years, and that's what we are hoping as a body, which will benefit the end exporter and will be probably a certain percentage to overall exports from India. So these are the integrated benefits which you get, and it's like a 6 unique propositions which you get when you come on eBay. So what India wants, right? What world wants from us is this kind of product lines, clothing, home handicrafts, health and beauty, which is more of Ayurveda, jewelry, sporting goods, hobbies and arts. That's what the world is looking from India market. And this is the product line which are really fascinatingly well, and it's been growing at really faster rate. So if you deal into this kind of categories, I can give a commitment on the stage that if you list 100 items, you will sell 30 items in 1 month. It's like a 30-35% conversion on an average of these items. Now don't worry about the price point, because whatever you are manufacturing, it's been definitely selling in a US and market probably 5 times, 10 times than what you would be listing on eBay. We all aware of that, right? If you manufacture sarees at 2,000 rupees, it's selling in US market at $30,000, 30,000 rupees. It's like, that's the kind of ratio. So even if you list at 4,000 rupees, and offer a free shipping, you'll have a better chance of getting it converted. So if you're dealing into this category product line, definitely you'll start doing well. The process of eBay is very simple. You come, you register on eBay, you verify with us, you upload your item, you get an order, you get in payment in your bank accounts via PayPal, you ship your items to our ICSS partner, and then if there is something which goes wrong, which is very rarely, there is a replacement buyer protection as well as seller protections which we offer to a seller as well as a buyer. So in an unfortunate case where there is a snow, an item unable to deliver, or something happens during the breakage, and there is a let's say some calamity, we take hits. We also cover you, we also cover buyer, because we understand those kind of incidents are very rare. So that's the kind of protections which we provide you at an overall level. Now, I don't want to, this is the only presentation slide which I had for you I don't want to put a lot of text in this thing, because I want to show a live site, how the site looks like and some of the things which are there. So this is our home page. When you go on eBay, this is the kind of page which you will get, and you get all this kind of product line which appears, and this keeps getting customized. The other part which I was just speaking about, let's say, what's the volume? Why do you trust me? And probably don't trust me, you can go and yourself check it. These are a third-party, integrated service provider. It's a Therapy. When you go and search for a sari, it will show you. These are the eBay sellers, ranking, total sale, total listing, what is the conversion, what is the bid. So I've just done a search for 7 days. This guy has already sold $21,000 worth of item, and it's in descending order. Right? So you can ask me anything, and you want to search for a, let's say, diamond ring. I hope Ashish Jalani's ID doesn't come. Otherwise, let's say you're showing my ID to people. Sorry.
Classified.
Yeah. Just give a moment. So while it's connected, what I encourage is, there's nothing between, self-trial, right? And you guys have come over here, paid some money, want to understand about e-commerce, opportunity. Why don't you, list your items for 1 month and see it, right? And I'll give a free trial to anybody who's, wants to list an item on eBay for 1 month, listing on US free. That means you don't pay anything, right? And if you get a business, it's great, and therefore then you'll know that what's the kind of business, what's the kind of opportunity which you have in front of you. Now, when I generally say like this, that it's a free, out of 10 raising hands they will put down, because everybody thinks business free, probably there won't be any business, but it's reality. You convert. You come forward, list your items, experience the overall e-commerce global market, experience how your products are getting recognized, getting valued by the buyer, and how you can connect to the global buyers is something. Sorry for the error. It's in a German law. Whatever goes wrong, it will go wrong. So this is the short presentation from our end. We are here. My team is here. What I encouraged is please come and forward and talk to us. Get wisdom from us, and start a business. We'll provide all kind of support to you, online, off eBay, and any questions?
Yeah, I have 3 questions.
Sure.
My first question is, you mentioned that a lot of Indian sellers are giving free shipping to US and UK markets.
Right.
So what is the percentage of Indian sellers who are providing that free shipping? That's my first question. My second question is, export is a volume game.
Right.
So when you say that you can list 1 or 2 products, how is it going to be feasible, or how is it going to be effective?
Sure.
My third is, you said that you give duty drawbacks. Now see, I am a garment exporter myself, so I know when you want the duty drawbacks, you need an IEC code.
Right.
So who takes the IEC code? Do you take it? Do I have to take it? And what is the scenario?
Great. So some factual correction in your last question. We don't give duty drawbacks. Government gives duty drawbacks.
Right.
But I'll take your first questions. Around 89% of the exporters, they offer free shipping. So there are only few product lines which are very heavy and bulk, like furniture. That's where they charge. Otherwise, most of the consumer sellers, they offer free shipping to a global buyer. Number one reason is, anyway their item is selling 5 times in US market. So when you come and search for the item which you want to sell, and that's the best way to start. I encourage everybody to start this way. Let's say whatever item you are manufacturing, kurtis or anything, go and search on eBay.com. You will see similar item. Maybe obviously different designs, but similar product line, selling 4 times higher than that. Now, when you take our couriers, like 500 grams for 490 rupees, it makes absolute sense to offer free shipping, because you don't want to confuse the global buyer by having duties and shipping and all those things, right? It converts better. The second question is, when you mentioned that I am encouraging 1 or 2 listings, absolutely not. I encourage, put your entire warehouse on eBay. Put your entire godown on eBay, and then come to me after 1 month whether you have sold or not. And that's when people make mistakes, right? When they want to start globally. I'm sure most of the people I was sitting with somebody and talking in the morning, he's telling me that I have more than 5,000 jewelry ring. I said, great. So start on eBay. He said, I'm thinking to start. I said, when? He said, maybe tomorrow you guys come and meet me and start. I'll start listing 50 items. I said, just now you said 5,000. He said, no, I'll start with 50. I said, okay. So when you're listing on eBay, which is a world market, which 50 item you list? He's saying, जो मेरा hot selling item है. I said, आपका hot selling item कौन सा है? He said, जो दिल्ली में बिकता है, इंडिया में बिकता है. Global buyer, and you're दिल्ली में बिकता है. Now you'll end up listing 50 items which you want to sell, not the buyer wants to buy, right? And then you'll say business नहीं होता है. E-commerce सब ठीक है, अपना offline ठीक है. बेटे को offline में लगा देते हैं. That's the other one.
Godown, but the seller is not going to buy your godown. He's going to buy.
No, godown means entire catalog.
So how is it going to be feasible for you? Because you're not going to be able to offer him the export price. you are saying that you might get 5 times on sari, but that doesn't happen on all product categories. That's an exception.
Absolutely.
Understand.
So the idea is you list your entire catalog, and out of 9 times out of 10 times you will get 3 times more than what you're selling, right? Because you are, let's say, are you exporting to US market? You know what's the price which is selling in retail, right? List those items, and I'm saying because I encourage people to come with the entire inventory, right? Do not restrict it. The only effort which is required from this audience is to list an item. That's it. From an offline business, let's say if you have a store here, we'll do all the best possible efforts. Ensure the lighting is on the store, the staff is hired, neatly dressed, everything. We spend so much on real estate just to get some conversion from offline store. Same way for what works with online, that you have to come forward. There are people, there are some big business houses, big exports houses. They are big in India, but if they are not listing, they are opening a store on eBay and they are going to only list 10, 20 items. Buyer is not going to realize whether he's a big guy or small. The entire perception is based on the listing, right? If I go, in Orbit Mall, if I take a 10,000 square feet showroom, and because I'm the biggest guy in Mumbai, I list only 20 items. What's the end consumer's perception? So you should take the advantage, because the only effort is the listing effort. It does cost, but yes, that's the business. Uploading an inventory on eBay, maybe you have a staff, it will cost something to you, but that's the business, right? There will be a market based on supply, never a market based on demand. There will be never a place in this world where 1,000 buyers are standing and we are going and selling it. First the market is created, 1,000 sellers are there, and then we are attracting the buyers, always, right? And that's the point, which I was trying to, say.
How do you guys ensure for quality checks?
Right, so we have this entire trust and safety team which does this quality check, and our most dependent quality check or the trust quality check is the feedback system. So when you sell on eBay, you have a feedback system. Each item which you sell, buyer is giving you rating on a scale of 1 to 5 as how your item is described, whether the item you mentioned is as per the description which he received, yellow cotton shirt versus yellow cotton shirt. Communication, how the seller is communicating to and fro with us in case of delivery timelines and various stuff, shipping charges, shipping timeline. So these are the 4 most important parameters which buyers rates a seller and gives overall positive ratings or a negative rating. So based on certain threshold, we measure seller's performance, and if it starts deteriorating, we start putting some limitations to the seller while seller saying this is where you go wrong. You need to improve on this. That's the one part.
So you wait for the first sale to know if the product listed was actually credible or not?
Yeah, so no, before that, so let's say today if you want to start selling on eBay, you vet yourself with us. So we verify you. It's just not that you come and list. Before you list, we verify you. There are some means and checks to ensure that if we are allowing you to sell on our site, you will have a certain criteria which is matched for our site's policy, so that we allow you.
But is there someone that will go see the product before you allow for them to sell?
Yeah, so most of the time we have a feet on street across 22 cities. So most of the time, if it's a business guys, we do say it. And there's also the other checks which we keep. Even if we don't say it, which it's like a very historical algorithms which we have, and we are absolutely sure that this is the kind of great inventory which will come on the site. Yeah, this is the feedback system. So if you see this is the guy, already probably just recently registered, 2013, already got 16 feedbacks from a consumer. He has around 83 feedback, and these are the feedback, which he says good, looking forward for more purchase. This is the buyer's feedback, real time. Even if you give me 1 crore rupees, I cannot change this feedback. It's the buyer's right to change it, unless until something drastically goes wrong. We intervene, but this is what actual buyers gives feedback. So that's the one. Just search for a diamond ring. Yeah. So when you search for diamond ring, this is the seller, Wonder Jewelers. He has already sold this many items on eBay with so many listings. Item average and his conversion, sell-through rate, which is how many items he is listing. For example, Diamond Jewelry United, he is almost converting at 54%. So some benchmarking for you to understand how it's selling. Uh,
Quick question on shipping.
sure.
I'm Ashish Zani's brother.
Yeah,
so it's not.
Yeah.
First is jewelry, since you're putting up jewelry there. For the logistics part, the shipping part, is
Right.
insurance included
Right.
worldwide?
Right.
Second question is, how do you protect against copyright issues?
Right. So I'll just take the second question back. So we have something called Vero, which is called Verified Right Owner Program. Once you register with Vero and you provide all the documentations of your property, intelligence, and various other process which we have, then we put a check on the listing which comes with your brand name, right? One is our proactive measures where we restrict a seller who is not certified by you to list your brand. The other part is where you can directly, mail us saying this is the guy selling my item, and we immediately, remove the listings from the site, and we ask any person who is listing your item saying to show us the proof that he is a right owner to sell that item. Now the proof can be you issuing a letter to him, or whatever the process which you generally follow as a franchisee. Those are the letters which we keep asking, which takes care of your items not coming on the site. In case if somebody is copying your image or something, you can report a listing where we immediately take an action. So that's the part. On the first question, which is like a shipping fine jewelry out of India is a challenge. The charges are very high because there's a customs and valuations comes into practice, and currently you need to pay a higher prices. That's where we as eBay entity we take pride in driving and building the ecosystems, right? We just don't sit back and say this is not our problem, this is seller's problem. And that's where we interact with this association, GGAPC, Federation of Importers of Export Organizations, and come together as one delegations and met our the Director General of Foreign Trade and explain this process, that this is a challenge in gems and jewelry, shipping a single packet out of India, and it's very expensive. And that's what we propose to them. Then this is what we want. Like today, even if you ship in one item, you need to give us 7 copies of shipping bill. That's too much. Somebody guy is selling 100 items, he's end up printing 7,000 copies, right? So what we propose to them is a shipping come invoice ball, one single bill, which is accepted. We have best practices, from our various eBay corridors like China. In China, there's a China post where you can just go and drop a shipment by saying I'm selling on eBay, and it just clears with one single packet parcel. Now, those are the best practices which we have, brought down and submitted to the government, and we are hoping that for fine jewelry, they will relax some process. Till the time we have to continue to use those expensive medium. Apart from fine jewelry, I think so rest of the saris, handicraft, handlooms, Ayurveda, that's been taken care of. And the way what we have proposed is, we said, we do not, this sellers community does not want let's say a free valuation or free customs of $1,000 item or $2,000 item. $2,000 item, if they are selling, they are willing to pay those 5,000 rupees to FedEx through courier, right? Because that's the margin. What we have proposed is, for a US up to $250, it's an import-free market. So please allow $250 of fine jewelry as a first pilot phase. Put such checks and balance. Let's evaluate after 1 year and see if there is any, because we all are aware, when it comes to gems and jewelry, it's a sensitive market. It's a sensitive category. Unfortunately, it's the biggest industry, but it's still not given a government state industry status so called by government, right? And every finance minister who reads policies, jewelry guys keeps, his blood pressure keeps going up, saying what's next. So we understands that and that's where we have to come together, because these are the new age technologies, these are the new age opportunity. It's just not eBay as a commercial company, but a seller has to come forward and represent the higher delegations for us.
Sorry, hi.
Yeah, sure.
Hi, my name is Bhavin.
I know.
Just to understand how to handle export returns, like
Right.
what from duty to transport to everything to consider it.
Sure.
And secondly, you have used products also on your site, where somebody is able to put used products. How do you maintain quality checks on it?
Right. So over the past few years, eBay has been constantly focusing on the brand new inventory, and obviously there is some collectible sections as well. Now, used products are most of collectibles like stamps, coins, whatever, and it's a collectibles market, which takes care itself about the quality. When it comes to import duty return, that's the big challenge. We as an Indian, sellers community, and when I'm saying we as Indians, I also do sell on eBay. By the way, I have 350 feedback. I sell women's purses and saris because my business unit, my grandfather's business is that. So I just while coming in the morning, I sold $100 wallet. I need to go back and ship an item. Now, when this comes to return, it's a challenge because any item which is imported into India does attract the custom charges and import duty. The first phase for us, the challenge for us is first to solve about from item going out or first to solve for item coming in as a return. Now we are taking a conscious choice to solve for the out, and then we'll see what how we can solve for the item which is coming in. Because when you're talking about items coming in and it should not attract any import duty, there has to be a fundamental change in government systems which is not there today to even check whether we sold e-commerce, whether it's a return or not, right? And honestly, it will take some 2 years to even solve for that. But the good news is any item, which this is at eBay's aggregate level of Indian sellers selling internationally, it's 0.4% return, right? Most of the time, and because you have a good margin, even if those are the cases, what we encourage seller is, let's say, okay, our commission is 8% on eBay and another 3.5% of Paisa Pay. So only 12% what you pay to us if you sell an item, and after my 1 hour of speech, which is free. So that's the only price we pay to eBay. So 12%.
Part of 12%.
Yeah, we tell sellers, please consider 13%. Take 1% as a pilferage charges or other expenses. So that you don't end up thinking so you don't end up putting those kind of roadblocks as a start to business, right? Because business will go, business will keep happening. Now I don't want to come on. There will be never business which is all 100% check, great, all safety, everything, right? Even if you open an offline store, there is a chance that it may get fire, but you don't stop, right? You put those fire extinguishers and you pay extra for it. And same way. Take 1% extra, saying okay, the chance may be returned. Ask the buyer to keep the return. Keep the item with them. Also refund an item. And we all know that the kind of the buyers, it's an advanced market, European market, UK market, US market. If you really make the buyer's experience happy, where the buyer is also keeping the item, also refunding, out of probably 9 out of 10, 9.8 times, buyer will keep coming again and buy from you. And that's the experience which you want to say, saying okay, that's how you want to do it. Yeah, so these are the, some of the returns. I mean, you can define your own terms and conditions. Obviously, eBay's overall terms and conditions as well.
Okay, so we are running short of time. I know this is really getting interesting. Any more questions we will take during the networking break. Brochures are also here from eBay, and Mr. Naveen Mistry is also going to be here for a while to take offline questions. So big round of applause.
Thank you.
And Mr. Mistry.